Let's go, lesbians, let's go! Let's go, lesbians, let's go! So yes, let's go, lesbians, let's go! Here we go, lesbians. Here we go, lesbians, come on!
Well, it's that time of year. People fighting on the internet about nothing, and companies changing their Twitter icons to show that, gay people can buy our stuff too. Happy Pride Month, everybody. I was going back and forth on making a video like this for multiple reasons. One, it's not like anything I've ever done on here. Two, I have that MLP retrospective I'm supposed to be doing. And three, the MLP community. Just the MLP community. I figured I'd go through with it just because around this time of year, I think it's important to talk about how far we've come in terms of queer representation in cartoons. We live in an age where gay and lesbian relationships can be explicitly shown without people going insane. Well, most people. Characters can literally just say that they're gay now. It's not perfect, in fact it's far from perfect, but it's better than what people had in the 90s, 2000s, even the early 2010s. If you couldn't tell already, this is going to be a different kind of video. Rather than a review or me just reading things off a wiki, well, at least not for the whole thing. My biggest fear while writing this is making it sound like I'm giving a presentation for health class or something. We're not doing that. Today I'm going to talk about queer characters in MLP, as well as popular headcanons, and why both of those two matter so much to people like me. But before we get into that, I just want to say that only around 13% of my viewers are subscribed. Maybe if we get that number up, we'll be able to reach my goal of 10k subs by the end of this year. Just a thought. One word that gets thrown around a lot when discussing stuff like this in MLP is canon. Is it just hinted at, or is it canon? Well, canon is a weird word when it comes to stuff like this. In both FIM and in EG, you have several same-gender couples that have basically been confirmed to be canon, but you don't have the characters outright stating that they love each other. It's just the staff dropping hints about it. Sometimes very big hints, mind you, but they still leave room for people to say it's up to interpretation. Or so they can edit it out in like China or Russia or wherever. Like, for example, you've got Scootaloo's aunts, Holiday and Lofty, who were confirmed by Mike Vogel to be a gay couple, but some people could interpret them as being sisters. Bonbon and Lyra literally propose to each other, which is the closest the show ever gets to actually stating the character's sexuality. And of course the infamous Apple Dash, which showed up in the last problem. But Rainbow Dash being lesbian is something people did not like, even though, this happened, and Ashley Ball, the voice actress for both of those characters, confirmed it to be true. As we're in EG, we apparently got some hints at Rare Jack, as well as these two background characters. This is all we have for canon stuff, but it's good. I'm glad they were at least able to hint at something. Given G5 and their focus on diversity and inclusion, as mentioned in one of their press releases way back when, there's no doubt that LGBT fans will get something at least. And in FIM, while we do have a lot of very tangible queer characters, there are episodes that people like to interpret as metaphors for certain experiences. Dragon Quest is an episode where Spike feels left out among the other dragons, them being loud, mean bullies who embody every negative stereotype about adolescent boys. Spike's alienation, as somebody who's essentially the opposite of those stereotypes, can read as a metaphor for a gay man or an FTM trans person struggling to fit into the confines of traditional masculinity. The episode Surf and/or Turf, which, unlike the title would suggest, isn't about J.K. Rowling, focuses on this new character Terramar, who I literally could not care less about. But his whole deal is deciding whether to live with his dad on land or with his mother in the ocean. At the end of it, he decides he's not going to make a choice. Having to choose between two things, and wanting to just go back and forth as you please, is a metaphor that I'm not even going to explain because it's so obvious what some people interpret that episode as being. But those aren't the real messages behind the episodes. Dragon Quest especially is just about being the other. It can work for a variety of situations, not for just being gay or trans. But I think people like to give the episode the whole trans angle because honestly, trans characters in kids' cartoons are hard to do, so you really don't get all that much. All most fans have are headcanons, which is completely valid. If we're going off popular ones, of course you have Trixie.
9 minutes! Yeah, fuck off. Oh, good. No old fucking VOD clips, blah blah blah. It's safe, but
Demetrius, get off the game, go to the bathroom, and take a shit now. Not yet. I can smell you go to the bathroom.
Not